Hello and welcome to the show that is a little bit about everything and a little bit about nothing and a little bit about
disorganization.
Crazy little thing called love. Love is what we do here, but not love like Subaru, love like podcasting. And don't forget that if you feel like shit, hey, it's probably our fault, but don't fret. There is
what
a
the
better
hell is
podcast.
That?
What?
You got a landline? Seriously?
It must
Where is it?
It must have come with the house when I bought it back in It was built in like the early 1900s.
Just pick it up.
All right, hold on.
So we can get this done.
All right. Let's take this call.
What the hell?
Hello, you're on with There Is a Better Podcast. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Who was it?
I don't know. They didn't say. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
probably need to start the show.
It's time.
Yeah, okay.
Europe.
I'm Germany.
Europe.
Slovakia.
Not right now, thank you.
European.
Cha-cha-cha. Hey, how you doing? That's a good way to start off any show. Welcome to episode number 64. There is a better podcast.
Are you positive? Did you actually figure that out?
About everything. Well, it's out there now.
That's what's written. It's right in front of me.
It's a show about everything, nothing, all
I'm
at
just
once,
saying. He was questioned
with the goal to bring humor to your day. Whether it's liking us, whether it's loving us, whether it's hating us, we are providing to you elements of proof that indicate
in the
William Shatner
fashion, proving that
there is a better podcast.
Hello, I'm Tony, and next to me is whoever wants to pipe up.
Sarah.
And then across from us is the internet.
Hello there.
If you want to email us, do it at gmail.com. There's a better podcast at gmail.com. How do you get us on Twitter? Anybody who wants to chime in on that
There
one?
is a better and the number one.
And the other person for Instagram?
There was a better podcast.
Okay, and then the same thing if you want to go on Reddit, which we don't do anyway.
Gross.
Coming up in this...
We don't?
Coming up in this hour, might be a short show. I might purposely just tank this episode. Coming up today, we'll talk about some 1920s music, a little bit updated. It's a lot of all the bits of 1920s. We were talking about history a couple episodes ago, and it got me thinking. 100 years ago.
100 years ago. Yeah.
What were some things like 100 years ago, like music, like language, dance, which you can see only on our Patreon, which we don't have. And also we're going to talk about entertainment and some strange things in the news. And the 10 worst cars ever made, are they in your garage?
No.
Are you
might
sure?
be.
I don't know.
I don't know. But first, we'll start off with today's Wordhole word of the day.
There's no car in my garage.
And that word is...
Schnook.
You don't have a garage, do you?
I have a garage.
Okay.
I just don't have a car
The
in
word
my
of the
garage.
day. Hole. Wordhole.
You have
you were getting into the word hole.
We're in the word hole.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
What
Okay.
is it?
Trying to run the show, but it's not really going anywhere.
Do it again. Schnook.
So today's word of the day is Schnook, spelled S-C-H-N-O-O-K. It is a noun for a person easily duped or a fool, or at least that's what I believed when I read it on the internet. And that word is also coming from the 1920s as well.
Well, I am
Schnook.
schnooketh to hear this word.
I think you should try that
like
when you're talking to like a coworker.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they won't know anything. And then by the time that they figure it out, you're already quit.
Oh.
Got him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Do you know anybody who's schnook in your at this table?
I can be.
I can be.
I can be.
It kind of
Absolutely.
depends on what it is, but yeah.
I know of some people.
Yeah.
I know of some
There have
folks.
been some times where I've said, man, I was way fucking gullible on that.
Oh, yeah.
I am a schnook. Oh, wait. That's not a adjective.
Schnooker, is that like a
noun.
variation?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe that's where it came
Because
from.
I swear I've heard schnooker before.
But I thought it was snooker. No,
Is
maybe
it-
you're
No,
right.
that's-
Maybe it
You're
is.
thinking of snooker
Snooky.
like pool,
That's
right?
snooky.
Like billiards?
Snooker, maybe, but Snooky from,
Snooki from whatever, I don't know. Some Jersey show.
like
Jersey Shore. Yeah,
Is it
that's
Jersey
right. It's a
Shore?
Jersey
Okay.
Shore. Yep, yep.
Damn, never
The
seen an
Jersey Show.
episode. Didn't know.
Yeah, I think she helped her.
Snooker.
If she was doing
It's not great.
that show during the pandemic, I think she would have been responsible for an entire world shortage of spray tan.
Okay, so oddly enough, okay, we got schnook. And I looked up schnooker. Did not find anything unless you count the Urban Dictionary.
I do.
Now, again, what does schnook mean?
Schnook is a person easily duped or a fool.
A schnooker, according to the Urban Dictionary,
Is that spelled the same as SCHNOOK?
it is
with
yep,
ER at the end?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Someone who is cute, that the only word to describe them is something incoherent.
I thought you were going to say someone who's cute but dumb.
But dumb.
That's what I was
I
waiting
really
for.
thought you were going
There's
to say.
actually
I
a
was
word
waiting
for
for.
that. If you look at Urban Dictionary, that's called a himbo.
A himbo.
Yep.
Pronouns. Herbo.
Snooker.
A thembo.
Bimbo.
Sure.
So
An
snooker.
Usbo.
Your demographic
Get all the
listeners
pronouns
care.
in.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right. Get them
got
all
it.
in.
Okay.
Zerbo.
Karen listens to our show all the time.
Airbo.
What about schnook? If it's schnookered?
Schnookered.
Isn't that a word?
Well, snooker itself is.
snookered.
Is it?
Not schnookered.
That's like not billiards, but it's like billiards.
What about Snickers?
It's billiards, but not.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in England, so I have no idea. That's where they play it. Is if I am correct, I'm looking it up now.
So yes, I've definitely been duped
Yeah.
or
Been
felt
made
a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That usually happens when I go to a used car lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's when you've been schnooked.
For the most part, yeah. So, little story behind that. I don't know. I guess I was made a fool because, like, you and I were talking about this the other day, because we went to get some work done on our cars. I had a transmission flush and coolant flush and a oil
Canuter
change.
shaft.
Yes, the Canuter shaft.
Yes. Your Canuter shaft
You
is
let them
broken.
look there? Woo. It's very intimate. Yes.
Okay, let's put a little oil in that Canuter shaft.
Let me flush this for you.
And so but before I got it, I bought a truck and I had it for like a few days and then I had to get rid of it because it was not the right purchase. So I guess I fooled myself, but then going to the place to make that transaction happen, I had to pick up something in its place and it was either the Nissan Rogue or it was a, what the hell was the other one? It was a Cadillac SUV. And so I had to take this one because it was the only thing that the bank would be able to like accept $3,500 in addition to the price of the car. They had a negative equity. So I had to roll that over. And I felt like a fool because I didn't do much research. It was an emotional purchase to buy the truck, first of all. And then it was a double emotional purchase to get rid of it and to get something else because I wouldn't have anything else. I guess I shook myself.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
That's kind of where I thought you were going with that story, and I was like, I don't know. That was kind of
Yeah.
You-
No, I totally shook
you were the
myself.
only person I've ever seen do an impulse buy on an entire freaking car. Where I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But
His
I've
house
seen
was
someone
also.
else. I've
His
seen
house was
someone do
also.
that.
it seemed reasonable to me. I mean, you liked it. You were good. But then you had the buyer's remorse thing set in.
Oh,
and it became
instantly.
I
like
have
a
a
whole nother
buyer's
thing.
remorse.
Wow.
Yeah, actually,
Wow.
even when you brought it home, I remember you were like already off the bat saying, I don't know if I should have done this.
Yep.
What car was this?
It was a Nissan Frontier.
It was the shortest owned car you will ever see in your life.
Probably so.
I wrote it. I remember bringing you showing it
Yeah.
to us. Yep. And I rode in it once, and I was
Wait,
like,
what
all
year?
right. I didn't realize it wasn't.
Didn't think anything of it.
I think it was just like the first day, maybe. Well, I thought it was the first day.
It was.
I don't know.
It was the first or second day.
Yeah.
Because you and I, we had tickets to go see a football game the next
Oh.
day, and so we were driving
Man, I
to.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The football.
Good times. Good times.
You know,
Good
it's just funny because a lot of people don't realize when they do it to themselves, they always like to point to the other, and
Yeah.
it's someone else's fault. They talked
Right.
me into this.
Rabble,
or whatever.
rabble. Right,
Arr,
exactly.
But at least you realize that
Yeah.
it
No, that was
something
totally
that was
my
like,
fault.
oh, that was self-inflicted.
Yep.
And that whole emotional piece is so real sometimes.
It is.
It makes you go like, oh, if I had just given myself a day or
Exactly.
2 days to like think
Well, the funny part about
and
that
allow
was
myself to process a little.
the funny
right?
part about that was like I had been wanting to purchase a truck for God knows how many fucking years.
Several.
Years.
You've always been talking about it. So
Yeah, and I still keep talking about it.
yes, you do.
But the thing
Still
is,
on the
like
table.
now because of that, I'm reluctant to even pull the trigger now. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't want to do it again.
Well, I don't think $4 and $20 or 20 cents a gallon is going to be helpful for most trucks. Although there are some pretty fuel efficient trucks these days.
There are you got hybrids,
But even then, you're still going to get better gas mileage with the car. So
yeah. Well, probably the cars that we'll talk about a little bit
This is
later
like old guy
today.
talk.
Probably the things that we'll talk about later today in the
On
the top
mechanic
10
hour.
worst. Well, there's your problem right there. It's the Canuter shaft.
So now every time I go to get my oil change, they try and upsell me for the air filter, and I say, just blow it out and put it back in.
They're trying to
I
upcharge me on
usually
this
ask
air
for the
filter.
same thing, except it costs me $20
Well,
every time I go to the damn strip club.
And we did. We talked about that yesterday, actually. I went in for an oil change and
The upsell.
left paying $500 for
Yeah.
everything that was done.
Yeah.
Schnook!
I felt like I might have been schnooked.
I
yes.
decree schnookery.
But I mean, I went in and I said,
It'd be great
I
if
said
you had
oil
looked at him.
change. Oil change. And I thought, oh, you know what? I need tire rotation too. So that was me.
Okay.
I schnooked myself there.
You schnook me. Oh, no.
And then the guy goes,
Wow, that
oh, looks like
didn't
you're
go
due
through
for a coolant flush as well.
Okay.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Sure. I'm there for about 2 hours, no, an hour or so. He comes back in and goes, yeah, you got, and I did look this up.
Yes.
You got a bypass.
fuck.
It sounds like
a bypass hose.
It makes metal shavings go
And I-
into your gas tank, so you should go.
and it's a freaking hose. And I'm thinking, okay, that can't be more than another $100 to put in and everything.
Sure.
He shows me the bill. It's like $220 just to put this
Just
freaking
for this
hose in.
hose.
I'm just, Jesus Christ. So by the time I left, it was like $500 that it cost me. Yeah, that's
my
how it felt.
God.
That is definitely how it felt.
Next time you go into one of those places, was this like the drive-through oil change place, or was this like the regular?
This is a dealership.
Dealership.
Okay,
I-
okay. That's
and
good.
I know that's part of the deal with a dealership.
Yeah.
And
See what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
it is just one of those things, though. It's where I bought the car. I trust them at least to make sure that it's
Yeah, all the right parts.
I have
they know what they're
dealt
doing.
with car breakdowns my entire life, and this car never breaks down. I would rather just keep it that way. You know,
Yeah.
that is the one thing I just don't want to do, and I'm willing to pay a little extra cash just to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's my thing.
I just think it's funny.
sticking to it.
The next time you go in and you're like trying to stand firm and someone's upselling you, you just go, I will not be, what do you take me for, a schnook? And they'd be like looking at you like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Who's a schnook?
Don't try to snooker me.
Do you take me for a schnook? I'm going to try it next time when I'm at the drive-thru.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oil change place.
Oil change.
That's usually when they
drive-through
try to
oil
upsell
change.
you.
And then also you
Yeah.
get a burger along with that, too, which
Yeah.
takes about 25 minutes.
Just blow out the filter with the air. Put
Just
it back
blow
in.
it out and shove it back in.
I will say this. I got schnooked in Virginia.
Ooh, congratulations.
Oh.
I did.
Wow.
It was a good time.
What was
When's
his
the
name?
due
Good
date?
time. Went to the tire place
Schnook.
because I got a nail in my tire.
Oh.
And so I went
You
to the tire
nailed
place.
your tire.
Now, would you call it schnooked, even though I knew that I shouldn't buy them? Okay, so he goes, how's your wiper blades doing? You want new wiper blades? Here was my deal. I was like, they're kind of replacing my tire. It's costing me like $50, $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I know it costs them money to do it,
Yeah.
So am I getting schnooked if I know that they're shitty blades they're going to put on my window? I know they're going to do it. I'm just doing
Probably
it
so.
just to spread the love and help.
That is not.
I'm not sure if that's the kind of
What's
love
the
you want to
economy,
spread.
help the economy. I don't know.
Spread the love in Virginia for some blades.
The same reason when we go to a golf course, I'll buy a beer.
No.
The internet is on fire today.
I'm overcompensating for being quiet.
So I think if you know,
You know.
then it's
You're
not.
in the know.
You made a choice. You decided, you knew going in fully that it was something that was overpriced. Hello?
Somebody here? Somebody here to
Somebody there?
provide some entertainment?
Yeah,
Is that the Cammy Jones?
overpriced, and
You
I knew they were
that
going to be
sounds
bad.
good.
You knew it, so I would say no.
But the same reason I like I said, we go to a golf course.
You also
I
know they're
usually
going to try and upsell
I've got beers in my bag. I always do.
Sure.
But I'll buy a beer at the course just because
But
I'm
just the
trying
one?
to support the cause. No, I'll buy, like, if they got a beer cart going around, I'll buy from them.
Sure.
All right.
I'll continue to buy, but a lot of times they don't have the beer cart going around.
Gotcha.
Like yesterday, we went to the golf course, and the very first thing he says is, "There's no beer cart."
There's no beer cart on the way, so here you're
So
going to
I
have
threw
to
my
beer
clubs
buy
and
your
I
beer.
left that hole.
You said, "Schnook me
I
no
must-
more."
I must be schnooked.
I must never be schnooked.
I actually got
No, you
plowed
want the
on.
beer. You want
I
to
got
be
plowed on
schnooked.
canned Bloody Marys.
We don't want to be a fool.
Ooh.
What's that?
He got plowed on Bloody Marys.
Oh,
Canned.
Thank God
canned
it
Bloody
was-
Marys.
Thank God Bloody Mary was pounding you. So something I forgot to do in the order of things, because I was supposed to talk about this first, but I'll be very quick. So one of the things I've been watching, and unfortunately, I'll again be very quick about this. FBoy Island has finally come to a close.
Hey.
I have enjoyed the entire series.
I think that was the wrong one.
I thought you were going to hit the
should-
other one.
Yes, the same one you've been playing for like how
Not
long
that
now?
Fine.
No. No.
Oh my God.
Seriously. It's the one time you should be playing it. No.
Yeah,
Careless
that's the one I was
Whisper
thinking.
is what he's going for.
I thought Nut was right.
There you go.
You were saying?
You know, the moment is past.
I know.
I feel schnooked. All right.
I'm a
Keep
FBoy
going.
Island.
There you go.
FBoy Island on HBO Max has finally come to a conclusion. Now, one of the contestants on there was from Michigan, and her name is Louise, and we actually got a response from her, and she retweeted one of our tweets.
Oh, that's
Aw,
cool.
yeah, I
thanks,
thought that was
Louise.
really cool. So thank
Awesome.
you, Louise. No spoilers. I think she ended up actually a pretty good position, I think. No pun intended.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yeet. Louise, hey.
Blink if you're okay.
Yeah. But she you know, her situation came out all right, and I'm happy for her.
Came
and the
out
other,
all right.
Yeah, the
You
other
just-
gals as
great
well.
choice of words all the
Thank
way
you
around.
so much. Yeah, you
Blink
know.
twice if you're all right.
Talking about that FBoy Island.
Jeez, oh,
But again, another successful episode, or another successful series rather, of FBoy Island. I do recommend it, honestly. That's not my recommendation. I'm going to get to the recommendation in a second, but if you do happen to watch.
So you said that they
do
have a
recommend it.
thrilling conclusion. It's completed. It's
I'm not
done.
saying it's well, actually, there is a part that there was a little wrench into the norm of how they do it, because at the end of the season, they choose either the F-boy or the nice guy. If they choose the nice guy, then they get to split $50,000 each, and then they live on
Emotional damage.
and then they get to live on the rest of their lives. Or if they pick the F-boy gets to keep $100,000 and run off, or he can split it and, you know,
Okay,
they'll
so
do
he
their
gets
thing.
to, yeah.
But then there is a third option, which I'm not going to reveal. You have to watch it, but it makes it that much more interesting, and it still deals with somebody keeping money. And one of the contestants chose that.
Okay, before you proceed, you focused in on thrilling. I was focusing in on conclusion.
You just got to make clean contact, really. That's all
Are you
have to
saying
do.
it's done, like completely done?
The season
or-
is done.
Okay,
The
it's the
season's
season.
done. Because this
done.
was
All
2
right.
seasons now, right?
This is second season.
Okay.
And one, and actually, 2 of the guys from the first season came back as contestants.
Ooh.
It made it even that much more interesting.
M. Night Shyamalan would be
That was
proud.
that was a twist.
Nice little
That
twist.
was a twist.
Is it kind of like a game show, like the ones that they have on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
like
know how
Love
they know
Island, like
they know how to play the game.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
It is. Yeah. It is the game, but the whole thing is that they're. So the guys are in it for the money. Some of them are, and maybe the girls are also in it for the money too. But they want to find true love.
That's a lie.
Sure.
Exactly.
I gotta wonder, what is the process for applying to be on this type of show? Like, what kind of questionnaire do they give you? You know, like for the dudes, you're saying they're in it for the money.
Yeah.
What boxes are, like, what is the questionnaire? What are they checking? I'm so curious. It's
I would
funny.
assume
The internet
video
is
based,
having
wouldn't you?
some difficulties.
Well,
Are you
typing
18?
Yeah, I'm
in
just
here.
saying, like,
Are you 18 to 24? Do you smoke weed? Do you like money?
do you
That's
like
it.
money? Do you
Sounds
vape?
about right.
What's your name? Does it sound like a douchey name? If yes, then you're allowed to be in here.
Well, I don't know.
Is it
Maybe the
Blake?
next season.
Is it Todd? Is
Balake?
it Blake?
Is it Ash?
They had some. They
Ash.
had some names I'd never heard before as well. Mercedes is a guy's
like
name.
the Benz?
A men's name?
Yeah,
A man's name?
yeah. One of the guys in that episode or in that season. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Is that your real name?
I do recommend watching it though. It is a lot of fun. It's my guilty pleasure.
You got to have at least one during the summer to watch.
But hey, what do you think about getting Louise on the show? If she would,
I got questions, Louise.
yeah, if she would be interested, what do you think about
Seriously,
having her
girl,
on the show?
Blink twice. I want to know you're all right. I'm worried.
Yeah, blink twice. Oops, wrong one.
I'll have to watch the
Yeah,
show so I know a
I
little
guess
bit
I
more.
would have to watch something because I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, it's it.
You got hooked on it the first season.
I did.
Okay.
I did. And I don't watch stuff like that because I hate stuff like that. But for some reason, it just drew me in.
Roped you in.
Well, I think mostly because of the editing, which is a really simple thing.
Oh,
weird
editing
thing to
can
say.
do great things.
It can and it did. And
Yeah.
that's what drew me in because it was actually edited in a way that showed a lot of the character, but even the show itself became a character.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they did a really good job on that. That's what really drew me in. And
mean,
then
they-
I started to get drawn into the people in the show.
They have writers. This is not, they
So-
try and create drama. There's writers.
yeah,
it's
there's-
a whole thing
how-
that they try and ratchet up.
Nikki
to-
Glazer was on Conan O'Brien recently, and she was talking about FBoy Island. She's the host of FBoy Island.
Oh, okay. I
and
didn't
so
know that.
she was talking about stuff that was behind the scenes, but a lot of this is real. And apparently the attraction that the contestants have, is real as well. And the reason for that is they're trying to prevent everybody from being attached to their cell phones, so they really don't have any communication with the outside world.
Oh, yeah.
It's just with the people who are on the quote unquote island.
Now I know this is I know what your answer is gonna be. I can predict that your answer is gonna be no. But
No.
did you ever watch The Bachelor
again.
or The Bachelorette?
You would be correct, but a friend of mine knows one of the bachelors from one of the seasons. I think he used to be in a band.
Bob,
Down by the
whatever
river?
his name, Bob something starts with a G.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob.
no,
Green.
he used to be in the band Fat Amy.
Is it Green?
Yeah, Fat Amy. That's what it
Green,
was.
something green.
I don't remember.
I remember
the
yeah,
remember
last
this.
name either.
I think
but,
it might have
yeah.
been something like
Ma-
that.
I
you're
remember
probably
that
right.
guy. I remember
Yeah.
for some strange
Yeah.
reason.
So okay. So there's a connection to him in our podcast world.
Well, I was just thinking that
You
sounds
know
like a
of
familiar
him,
way
you
to
know
operate.
him, and a friend of mine knows him too.
7
7
degrees
of
of
Kevin
Bob
whatever the
Guinea.
hell his
Bob
name
Bob
is.
Guinea.
Sacamano.
Oh, I guess
from
Green. I at
Bob
least had
Guinea.
the G.
New
Guinea,
Guinea
or maybe Guinea. I don't know.
How many
Guinea.
episodes is the season?
10.
10.
10 or
Okay.
11.
And are
They're
they
about an
hour?
hour.
Okay.
They're about an hour.
Okay.
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun. It's just, again, it's really stupid fun. I love it.
I appreciate that you bring a different summer guilty pleasure show than what I've been watching or D-Lo's been watching. So thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
What's that? What have you been
Oh, I
watching
already got
again?
through. Oh man.
You've been watching the.
I got through The Boys.
The Boys.
I
Is
just
that
watched,
guilty pleasure though?
I just watched Paper. Yeah, I'd call The Boys
Is it-
a guilty pleasure.
Oh,
pleasure?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
haven't seen
It's
it.
not for
there's
everybody.
no social. Well, you know what? It does have some redeeming value to it, but
You learned
it's
something.
just so damn violent.
It's so many. Yeah, it's so violent. It's a lot. It's
All
a
right,
lot.
Fair enough.
But
And it's
yeah.
not something I would typically watch. It's not one of those I have to watch it. It feels like a guilty pleasure TV
Okay.
viewing
That's
for
fair.
sure.
That's fair.
To me, it is. Yeah.
I was gonna say I just finished watching Paper Girls. That was interesting.
So, hey, the soundboard's back.
Hey,
It went away for a little bit.
What
So-
is? I don't know what that is.
What?
Paper
don't know.
Girls is on Amazon. It's I I was telling Tony, it reminds me of it's like based on a comic book. It almost reminds me of Stranger Things in a way,
Okay. Fair
but
enough.
it's not that same
Yeah.
underworld, dark, mysterious vibe.
Sure.
It's more of a time travel thing.
You just don't want to get Schnook. That's
It's worth a watch.
Schnook.
But the first 2 to 3 episodes kind of suck, so
Get through
you got to
it.
get
you
through those.
really got to get through those.
Ooh, those are tough. Okay.
Better recommendation for today. It's going to go along with this next game that we're going to play, actually. My better recommendation, it's on YouTube. Now, I don't know if it's actually specifically on YouTube or if it's something that other artists have like compiled together, but it's Electroswing. I found this one day on YouTube, and it was like this compilation of just a bunch of songs. It's Electroswing. So it's like 1920s swing music updated with electronica music of today. So I thought I'd bring a little bit into the foray, if you will. Good shit. Stuff, sorry.
Yes. This is fam friendly. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Right, I'm sorry about that.
The electro buildup.
It's very catchy after a while. What is that? The internet is showing some memes.
It's a photo of Big Ben finally lifting off and going into space.
I thought it would be like Big Ben, and then it would turn into like Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, moving on. So this is the 1920s.
Beat's about to drop.
Oh,
Wait for it.
oh shit!
The beat's about to drop. Come on, you know better.
Still waiting.
Oh, yeah, you're going to wait.
There it is. This is Electroswing, and since we're into the 1920s, let's go with let's talk some slang, shall we?
Okay.
All right. We'll go
try.
around the room. We'll figure out who knows what, and maybe we'll award some points too, shall we? What do you think?
Points,
Right.
games.
I think we do some points.
Points,
All right.
games.
Am I going to have to buzz
That was a
in?
bad sound. Sorry about that.
Can my buzzin be like one of the buttons on the soundboard?
No, am I going to have to buzz in?
Throw your arm up. How about that?
If I,
And I'll call you.
if I just do this.
Because obviously you don't like saying D-Lo.
I don't like buzzing in.
I know you don't.
I don't like
but that's
playing
just the way
I'm
that the
too
game-
slow of a reaction to anything that you guys do.
Do you want a little bell like
Nope,
what's it?
it wouldn't work.
Like what's his
Just
face
raising your hand?
in Breaking
I've
Bad?
told you about this before. I swear to God I have. I am the kind of guy that
I know, yeah.
if somebody jumped out at me in an alley, I would have no freaking reaction at all. I just sit there and
I
go.
don't remember that conversation.
You just
Have
face
we
We're
had
palm.
having
this?
it
Have we
now.
had
I don't
this?
think so.
We're having it now.
That's how slow like I am to react to stuff. Where I'm
That's
just like,
fair.
Is
and
it?
it's not to say that I can't react. I just don't react.
He's like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's get to this.
Okay.
1920 slang.
1920 slang. Clap your hand. How about that? That's your buzzer. Can you do that? No, you probably can't do that. You're too busy
Do the
looking.
Charleston. That's how you buzz in.
Charleston. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. The word is gams. D-Lo.
Legs.
That is correct. All right. D-Lo has got a point. I'm going to put that up on the board.
All right. Points on the board.
Wow.
Can he reach is the question. Juan. He's got Juan point.
Second word, or second slang. Giggle water. D-Lo.
Alcohol.
Alcohol is correct.
Non-specific alcohol? Just alcohol?
Well,
Booze, baby.
it was alcoholic
Oh, okay.
beverages.
I was
Yeah,
like-
I would just say alcohol
Fair
for
enough.
ease.
All right.
What is a dewdropper? Internet.
Is that the thing where where you it's like how you drop heroin in your mouth?
Ooh.
Yikes.
Sarah, D-Lo, any ideas?
Dewdropper.
Dewdropper.
Would it be
D-Lo.
like a alcohol runner, that kind of a thing? I figured as much.
Sorry.
No, I figured.
Sarah.
I'm gonna say copper.
Ooh, all right. I'll give you a hint. A dewdropper is, first of all, a young person, and they're characterized. We would call them today. We would laugh at them as like millennials or even Gen Z for that matter. A dewdropper, also known as a millennial or a Gen Z.
I got nothing for you, bro.
No?
A kid?
It sounds like a hippie.
Yeah.
No, he is actually.
A young unemployed person who sleeps all day. That is a dewdropper.
So a hip.
Millennials
Wow.
are also known as unemployed people who sleep all day or in their grandparents' basement, which is unfortunate. If you think of millennials, they're in their 30s now. They're in the workforce.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck all that millennial bullshit. I'm above the millennials, so I'm...
You sleep on your, you sleep on your own.
Are you?
You sleep in your own basement.
I'm in the next... I'm in the one that came before. I'm
Whatever.
at the very tail end of
above
Generation
I
X.
sleep in my
is what
own
I'm
damn
saying.
basement.
I guess maybe I'm a senior millennial.
A senior millennial.
That's really sad.
That's. I don't think that's a term.
Next turn.
Okay.
The Big Sleep.
Sarah.
Oh, I saw D-Lo going up first. Go ahead.
That's dying.
You are correct.
Wait, dying?
Yeah, the big sleep.
I thought it
Dead.
was
Big
dead.
dead.
Okay.
Give him the
Big
big sleep.
All right. I was gonna say dead, but
Well,
Put
yeah,
him 6
it's
feet
the
under.
same thing. All right, next phrase.
no, they're not the same thing. But okay.
It's good to know one's onions. What does that mean? Know one's onions.
Is that like know thyself?
Oh
You
my
gotta know
God.
one's onions, you know?
You gotta know one's onions.
If you want to get past the such and such, you gotta know one's onions.
I feel like a schnook.
Problems
a schnook.
in life?
If you don't want to be a schnook, you gotta know one's onions.
Man.
All right.
Sarah. Oh.
Sarah,
No. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Enemies?
Look, nobody's got it. Nobody's got it.
Emmys? No.
I said enemies.
Let's work.
Enemies,
Let's work amongst ourselves instead. I'm thinking
this-
onions make you cry.
Is this
doesn't-
a team?
I'm
No.
thinking.
Team
I'm
building.
thinking, I'm thinking onions make you
I'm
cry.
gonna go ahead and say that you're very far off. From this. Why would you want to know crying, first of all?
Yeah. Know
You
your
gotta know
onions.
your
I don't
onions.
know.
Know
What
your
makes
onions.
you cry?
What makes you cry?
The big
I'm gonna
sleep.
go ahead and say that it is knowing your business, whatever trade you do.
I'm gonna give that to you
Nice.
to be well informed on a subject.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that to you.
I really would have preferred if they said potatoes. It would have really gotten me there.
Yeah,
I was just
that would have been
thinking
1920s
Shrek.
Irish.
So know your
slang.
potatoes.
I was just thinking Shrek the whole time.
No, onions? No.
All right, next
They got,
phrase.
they got layers. I
Next
know.
phrase.
Okay.
And how? Dilo.
Agreeing, saying that yes, that's how that's done.
So in agreement is what you're saying?
Yeah. Or great way to do it. Buzz me if you want. I don't care.
Sarah.
Right? No, not quite there.
It's not quite there, but it's like 50% there, and it's really difficult for me to say yes or no.
In
Right
terms-
and
away.
how? And how?
And how? Very much so.
Confusion?
It's like an agreement,
Oh,
but
that's a tricky
And
one.
how?
And how?
Oh yeah, well yeah, you can say
And
and
how.
how. I mean, I'm not giving that.
We're just using
Next
it everywhere.
word. Okay.
And how we are.
Ragamuffin.
Go ahead.
Internet.
Pass.
Sarah,
Like a dirty kid?
you are correct. A person in raggy or dirty clothes.
Why did I assume it was a
that's
child?
actually-
It just,
that's
I always
still-
thought
Wow, that's just
children.
mean.
Well, actually, technically,
I mean, during
a
that
closer
time-
definition would have been kids, but
Yeah.
And
you
that
still could be describing just a
words
person
still
in general,
exist
a
in
ragamuffin.
Jamaican culture.
I remember hearing it growing up. Okay.
Yeah, they sing it in a
say
lot
that
of,
to you
lot of
growing
reggae
up?
songs.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a ragamuffin.
here's an easy one, but it might not be so easy.
I feel like I'm in a steampunk club.
Putting on the Ritz.
Oh my god, this is a song. Isn't it a lounge?
That's not what we're going for, D-Lo.
Dressing up fancy.
Good enough. Make a show of luxury or extravagance.
Yeah, that's a song.
I was thinking like going out on the
Putting on
town,
the
or
Ritz.
but yeah, when you're getting fancy.
All right,
Getting
next.
fancy.
Boy, that chairperson's a wet blanket. Wet blanket. I saw Sarah go first.
Like a sad person. A bad,
Damn.
like a negative person, a bad time.
Okay, I'll go with that.
that's
Yeah, a
fine.
person who spoils other people's fun by failing to join in
They
or
don't
by
pass the vibe
disapproving
check.
of
Sweet
their
Jesus,
activities.
that's a long. That's
It
a long.
really is.
That's a
It
long
really
one.
is. It's pretty. But
That's,
you
that
get it.
definition's a real wet blanket.
give you an extra point for that.
Yay!
All right, got a few more. We posted this on our social media on Twitter not too long ago. The question was, have you ever done this while listening to a podcast? And the word that we used was whoopee. D-Lo.
Sex.
Wow.
The number of questions on that was interesting.
Yeah.
Not knowing what that, like questioning what the word was.
Right.
I thought was interesting.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like how if I type in Whoopi, it just shows up Whoopi Goldberg.
Depends on how you spell it.
Still
Yeah.
gotta put an E on there.
W-H-O-O-P-E-E.
Yeah.
And that's my laptop, so go ahead and take the filter off. All right, the next word is fried.
Oh, was it? I didn't
Fried?
hear it.
Fried. Go ahead,
Drunk and or
internet.
high.
Drunk is correct.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
Fried.
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 Drunk.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard it now. I didn't hear what
All I think of
when
is
it
this
counted.
is your brain on crack.
I heard
and
it
they're
was
like frying the
burger.
egg.
All right, next. Bump off. Internet.
Is that like screw off? Like I don't know.
Incorrect. See D-Lo go next.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Fuck off.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but what's your answer?
I'm going with fuck off.
Sarah,
get out of here.
It's the same thing.
Dang.
We all get the same thing.
All right, that's fair.
we're going to bump off the queen tonight.
Kill.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
All right,
Oh,
all right,
okay.
All right.
Can we ask
Nobody
for a
got a point
sentence?
on
Nobody
that
got a point on that one. All right. Next
The
word.
murder one.
Cheaters.
Honestly, I just wanted to say fuck off. So,
Well, you
Same.
did it. Now you did it twice.
You did it.
Actually, 3 times.
well, fuck off.
Now 4.
God, I feel like such
cheater?
a-
What?
Cheater.
Cheaters. Cheaters. Plural. Cheaters.
Cheaters?
Yeah, cheaters. Like,
Is that different
Can I get a
than what we're
sentence?
I got
using
it.
it
Yes.
for?
All right.
Oh, that's so weird.
If I put it in a sentence, it'll give it away, but I guess
Just do it.
Sure.
Just do
All
it.
right. I'm having trouble reading the screen. I got to put my cheaters on.
Oh.
Readers.
Glasses.
Wow. I don't think we ever would have gotten there.
No.
All right. You probably know this one. Hot.
Good
Hot.
look- good look-
H-O-T.
good looking.
It's, no.
Nope. Okay.
D-Lo. Internet. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'll give you a chance to
I was-
steal.
you go.
If
I
you
was gonna say steal.
steal.
Yeah, steal.
Stolen.
It's stolen. Yeah.
Stolen is correct.
Oh, nice. I was not doing that. Good job.
What?
Yeah, like it fell off the
It's hot.
back of the truck. It's hot. It's hot.
Hot off the press. So I'm
Hot
gonna
off the
steal it.
press.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal it.
What if you want to hawk something? D-Lo.
You're selling it, getting rid of it illegally.
Pawn is the word I'm
Pawn,
looking for. I'll give
sure.
that to you.
You were getting there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I keep forgetting this is I keep forgetting this is prohibition.
I got 2 more.
Jesus, he's gotten 8 of them.
All right.
He belongs in the 20s.
Yeah.
Eh?
Get out of here.
This was commonly associated with women, and it was called a bob. D-Lo.
Hair. Style.
That is correct.
Do you belong here?
I think
He's born in a
came
different era.
from the 1920s.
You
He's got
Are
the
you
time
like
travel.
You should know why I know this.
What was that show you were talking about? About time traveling?
He has
Are you
an
a part of it?
advantage. All right.
No.
Can I Google it, like, to
I'm
make this
joking.
last one fair?
I'm a huge detective movie fan.
Oh,
All right.
I love that stuff.
One more. This is worth 3 points.
Oh. It's not gonna help me.
Heebie-jeebies. D-Lo.
Creepy, feeling icky, that kind of a thing.
I can't give that one to you.
Okay.
The
Okay.
heebie-jeebies.
Makes you feel.
I know, right?
Sarah? Internet?
I would guess.
Internet.
I would have said creepy.
Excited? Happy?
No.
Sarah.
I would have said creepy. Like a creepy feeling.
Well, you're
Jeepers
you're
creepers.
in the direction, but you continue to use the word creepy, and it's not. It's
Oh.
nervous, fear, or anxiety.
Okay.
So me?
Heebie-jeebies. You're getting there,
Yeah.
but you're saying creepy. That's not
Not
where
it.
we're going. But it doesn't matter. D'Lo wins the game.
Nice.
Well, yeah, no.
And fuck you.
Hey.
Fuck off. Whatever. Sorry.
All right, we're
That's
gonna
a
take
step too far.
God damn, this is taking way too fucking long. Let's
Whatever,
take a
I'm going
break.
to bump off.
We'll be right back.
Grab your cheaters.
Bump off.
And you know
Where are
what?
you cheaters?
I said I was gonna
Bump
totally
off.
tank this episode, but
Nah.
yeah, we might not have much to talk about in the next one because we're getting close to an hour. We got about 20
All right.
minutes left.
Are you actually trying to stay within time parameters? Wow.
Who knew?
Respect.
I guess none of us did.
That kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Son of a bitch.
I'm like terrified right now.
I'm like terrified.
All right, we'll
Like
be back.
scared.
We'll see you in a bit. And welcome back to the second half of the show. About
Thanks.
Nothing. You're welcome. About the show.
Thanks.
About what now? What's the show about now?
Nothing.
And
But something.
nothing but a good time. Because
name.
how can we resist? Don't need nothing but a good
Nothing.
time. And
And
it
it
don't
don't
get
get
better
better
than
than this.
My name's Tony. I got Sarah, D'Lo, the intern net, also here, running the soundboard. And we were talking about 1920 stuff. Not necessarily from 1920, but it is a bit more recent, but it's still kind of old. We're going to open up the Are You Not Entertained folder.
Glamour of Hollywood to the local theater company in your hood. There is a Better Podcast is proud to present their opinion, whether you want it or not. In another edition of
Are you not entertained?
So, coming to the movie theater near you is a re-release of the two biggest movies ever made by Steven Spielberg. Can anybody guess what those are?
Okay, I almost just cheated, so. 'cause
Oh,
I
get
just
your
clicked
cheaters
counting.
on.
I just clicked the
He's
link.
got
got
his
his cheaters.
I do have my cheaters on.
I opened the link, but I haven't read anything. And
Yeah,
now
neither
I'm
have
like,
I. Neither have I.
Okay.
Okay, the two biggest movies of Steven Spielberg is
Star Wars? No,
Steven
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
George
That's George
Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah,
That's George-
I'm down the
that's
wrong
okay.
road. E.T.?
E.T., that seems like the biggest one. What's the other one? I can only think of
Close
Schindler's
Encounters?
List. Oh, Close Encounters. I don't think that was the biggest one, though.
Basket
Schindler's
case.
List isn't big.
That's not. I
Not
mean, it's like
blockbuster.
Oscar
That's
in
not
my
an
mind, but not like the
IMAX
big.
worthy.
Yeah.
Transformers.
So I'm going to say E.T.
I think I know what it is.
Oh, what do you got?
Okay.
What do you got?
Psycho.
Dunno.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Am I
that's-
right?
That's
You
reasonable,
are
yeah.
absolutely
It's only because
correct.
you said about big screen, and I was like, well,
Yep.
that's. And I forgot that
there-
he directed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
And
it's-
we had mentioned that
Jaws.
earlier
On our
about
last
Jaws.
step,
Yes. So Steven Spielberg is re-releasing Jaws and E.T.
Back to the Future.
E.T.
I think that was Zemeckis.
Back to the
I don't know.
Future would be interesting.
That would be fun to watch.
That'd be fun.
But I don't know if that's really I don't know if that's an
Like a big
IMAX type
screen.
of release. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
this is IMAX.
I can now look
IMAX.
I can now look at the article, right?
Yes. Go right on ahead.
Okay.
So just this past Friday, E.T. Came out August 12th, and so we're recording this prior to that date, but you're going to be listening to it after the fact. So this past Friday, August 12th, E.T. had been released on IMAX, and coming September 2nd will be Jaws in real 3D.
No, what?
Yes, real D 3D.
So they obviously spent some money trying to get
Like
this
Back
to
the
be
Futures.
IMAX
On-
compatible.
right.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're
That's
watching
just
it
pulling
again
out the
for
reel
the
to
first
reel
time.
out of the 70s and
Right,
throwing
yeah.
it on the thing.
Yep. So
That's dope.
Yep. So they're re-releasing it, and I think it's actually a pretty cool idea, especially like for those who had just seen it on the small screen, because like
Yeah.
I think all of us, I know the internet at least, but I think all of us had never seen it before.
I was right about the Back to the Future thing.
Internet pulls up Back to the Future 2,
2, which has-
that scene
Jaws,
where Marty
Jaws
is
19.
standing out in the middle of the street.
Thank God they didn't get to that sequel, huh?
The funny thing is, it's actually kind of accurate because it says directed by Max Spielberg.
Although, given the
well, there you
conversation
go.
last week, I think
Yeah.
we could do 19 with the Walking Sharks
There you go.
Last week's
They're knocking on
conversation.
doors.
Walking
You'll have to
sharks.
check out last week's conversation.
Yeah,
if
so
you
last week's episode, we did the land shark clip from an old SNL episode.
But you
talking
showed
about
us
sharks
the
on
video
land.
of the walking shark, and that's
Yes.
pretty freaking awesome. I
It
don't
would
know.
be sweet
Are
to
we?
see that.
Did we post the link? A link? Or can you do that even?
Yeah, we can do that.
I got that.
do that.
You can tell
We got
how
that
much,
in the app.
how much of the behind scenes I
Got
take
that in
care
the
of.
app. We're all good. Yeah. So they
right.
made it compatible for
No, it's all
IMAX,
Tony pretty
and
much.
it's going to be 3D.
Yeah, well, according to this, Jaws will begin in theaters on September 2nd. His most shark-filled movie by a wide margin will be released in Real D 3D.
That's crazy.
That's
Now,
very
I
cool.
want to go see the hell out of that.
That'd be,
Jaws
I
19.
honestly, I'd be more hyped for ET.
I was
Now-
going to say, did anybody here see E.T. at the theater?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did too.
Yeah.
You did not see E.T. at the theater.
I did on a re-release.
Did not see E.T. in the theater, just saw it in a really crappy 19-inch TV.
I was even ET as for Halloween one year. So,
Really?
Yeah, that's how
Aw,
much I
that's
loved
cute.
ET.
Now, wait, did you bring yourself in the basket
Yeah.
on the bike?
I did not
Have somebody wheel you in?
You just put a
it
thing on your head.
unfortunately, my family's creativity when it came to Halloween was here's the plastic mask. Put this on, and here's your plastic outfit.
Here,
from
here's
the
a
guy-
here's a can of beans. Go as a ragamuffin.
That yes,
See, all I could think of was White
That
Sheet,
was-
your
that
ghost,
was-
or ET.
and that was
Right?
pretty much
one.
my
Yeah.
family's approach to Halloween. Yes, right
You
there.
go to the $5 or you go to the
Go to
dollar
Party
store
City
and you
dollar
get
store.
the
Well, see, back then
costume.
they didn't have dollar stores, though, did they?
No, they
you know,
did not
like
have
the
the
5 and
dollar
dime
stores.
store
Okay,
is what
fine,
I
but-
wanted to say.
No, the A and
Back in my
P.
day, we didn't have
The
no
A and
fancy
Ws.
dancy dollar stores.
No.
Dollar.
No,
That's
you're right,
expensive.
though. There were the 5 and dime stores. That's true.
The nickel and dime stores.
But the 5 and dime
And now-
stores,
now you-
stores in my day were not 5 and dime
No.
stores. They were like still
Five
$1,
bag and dime
$5.
Yes,
bag
yeah.
stores.
That, well,
Ooh.
no, that was later in my day.
Oh, sorry.
What side of tracks do you think you grew up on? Jeez.
Well, it depends. I mean,
All right. I saw
I'm
the.
still. I'm probably living on those side of the tracks now,
I
and
did.
now I need that.
I saw E.T.
There you go.
Okay.
in the theater as well.
Did you
I did, and I recall being absolutely terrified of E.T.
really?
I jumped
Wow.
2 rows of seats.
Oh my
no,
God.
1 or 2 rows. It's a little foggy in my mouth.
You were scared of ET?
Yeah, as much as Drew Barrymore screamed, I screamed.
You did.
It terrified me.
Did you see Mac and Me in the
No,
theaters?
no,
Because that's scarier.
So wait, you screamed as much as Drew Barrymore screamed in Scream?
no, in E.T. In
Is there-
E.T.
is
when
there any
Gertie
word
What's
on
your
that?
favorite scary movie? E.T.
Do you
When
suppose
Curtis
they
sees
could
ET.
bring Mac and Me to the IMAX?
Here's what I want to say about.
Paul Rudd will do the honors for you.
Here's what I want to say about having their movie brought back in IMAX. When you filmed it in the 70s, the IMAX brings you very close,
Yeah,
right? You can
yeah,
see every
yeah.
pore.
But
So Roy Scheider's
Oh,
face
God.
and who's the other guy that's in the Jaws movie?
you've already
It's the other guy.
Richard Dreyfuss?
Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss.
I mean, we're gonna be real intimate.
I mean,
He's my favorite actor from.
I would trade that just to see your face seeing ET in the IMAX.
I will not be seeing ET in the IMAX
Internet.
unless you're paying for that
Yes.
ticket, D-Lo.
as
And I will
as-
scream probably
as the
same.
young feller, have you seen Mac and Me?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't recall this movie. Clearly, there's trauma.
We need to torture this. Oh,
I think this is gonna have to be.
Wait a moment.
This is gonna
Is
have
this
to be an
like-
off-mic
this
session.
like
new
I think.
E.T.?
Bad Muppets and just ugly.
Yes,
it was-
mysterious
it
alien
was-
creature.
yeah. It was after
That's what Max stands for.
ET, and the idea was to create something similar to ET.
Oh my god!
Right.
Yes, yes.
This alien.
It's bad.
Yeah.
The
that
internet is on it.
awful.
It's
And-
dumb.
What's funny though is McDonald's has like a whole scene in there. McDonald's,
Yeah, they were a big
That's
part of that
disgusting.
like
movie.
they I think
they were
promoted
sponsoring
it.
it or something,
As I
yeah.
recall, they had like Mac and Me type stuff. Yeah.
Holy
I showed her the image.
Whoa.
That's even
Yeah.
worse
It's
than
disgusting.
E.T.
So anybody who is listening who has never heard of Mac and Me, cautiously look it up on the
Feel
web.
the trauma.
Just remember, we did
Or-
warn you ahead of time.
Or if you ever have watched any Paul Rudd prepping his movies on Conan O'Brien, That's Mac and Me.
I have not.
Okay,
Every single
Every time.
So
You'll have to link that.
one of the
I don't know
greatest
that one.
jokes.
the only 80s alien movie I've watched is like
Alien?
all the way through is Flight of the Navigator. That is the
that
only
was a
one
good
I've ever
movie
watched.
back in the day.
I don't know that
remember
one.
that.
It's a video
Yeah.
game. It's a video game movie.
It's,
Oh, I know
it's
that.
like
Kid's playing
the
a video
kid
game,
has,
he gets picked
plays a
up.
video game,
He's in a
flies
trailer
around
park.
through space because there's
Yeah.
an alien guiding him. He gets picked up at like.
But isn't
Area
he like
51.
on like death's door or something like
steroids?
that too?
No.
Like
the kid? I don't
I
know.
thought he was like a cancer patient or something.
No, he
like
is
that.
not. He just he
I'm
saw a
getting
map
it
of
mixed
the
with
universe.
something else then.
He lives in a trailer park.
Yeah, that.
Oh, his name is Bubbles.
His girlfriend's gonna go to college,
Wait,
and
what's
he's
the one-
maybe
His
not.
name is
I don't
Bubbles
know.
and he loves cats.
Anyway,
That's a good fucking kid right
Mac
there.
and Me. I think I must have scrubbed that from my memory because
Hey,
I do
you
not
should
recall
have.
I
that
don't
image.
blame you from that at all.
Even if you watch it now in the present day, you probably still will scrub that from your memory. I mean, you've got to.
What's that one alien movie where it's like the kid plays the arcade game?
Didn't
Oh,
I
that's
just
Last
say that?
Starfight- Last
The Last
Starfighter.
Starfighter.
Last
Oh,
Starfighter.
that's the one I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
I got the two confused. I'm
Which
sorry.
actually
I was
was
saying Last
a really
Starfighter.
pretty good movie for its time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
was
the
it?
graphics.
Some of it.
The graphics?
I think
I
it
got
was
the two
like what,
confused.
You remember that.
84,
I do remember
85?
that. I got it confused with the one he was talking
Oh,
about.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That was
Do I
my
know
bad.
another alien movie?
Speaking
Howard
of-
the Duck.
Nope.
That's usually my joke. To everything. What's your favorite scary movie? Howard the Duck. Speaking of scrubbing everything from your memory, this guy probably also wants to scrub this from his memory if he can.
A bat that was manufactured in Japan, the Mizuno bat. When I was bat boying for the Phillies, and it was the hardest wood I had ever touched.
Well played. Well played.
Very nice.
Thank you. This is brought to you by the soundboard of the internet.
I'm sure
Wow.
we've had a couple moments.
So what was the story there?
He was talking about, it was Ruben Amaro Jr., I believe, was the guy on the call, the color commentator, if you will. And he was just talking about the bat of the guy who was coming up to bat.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
You gonna say it
Walked
again?
right into it.
Yeah, let's hear that again.
Interestingly, Pete Rose used to use a
Oh, sorry, he was talking about Heroes.
a
My
bat that
apologies.
was manufactured in Japan, the Mizuno bat. When I was bat boying for the Phillies, and it was the hardest wood I had ever touched.
Oh my god.
timed
he
it.
walked right into that.
I timed it perfectly. So as he said,
We got it. Yeah.
How does that work?
It's nice.
yes.
What
It
was
does.
the wait? I just want to know what was the follow-up comment to him making that statement.
Playing footsie with me.
I really wish I.
Wish we had more.
Yeah.
Wish we had more of that audio, but we don't.
Nut.
We don't. Nope. This is just straight out of Twitter.
Got fired. No.
Straight out of context.
Probably. Oh my God. We could do an entire segment about that kind of thing and some shit that people have said. But I digress. You know what? I think it's time to call it. Let's just call it.
Oh,
We're
all
good.
right.
Yeah.
We're good.
What are we
We're
calling
good.
it?
We're gonna call it.
Macamee.
You want to pull up Mac and Me just real briefly?
Mac and me go
You're
to the
welcome to
20s.
if you want.
Pull up some hardwood.
Yeah, pull up some very
The hardest
very
wood you've ever touched. Okay,
Oh, fine. You want a different audio? you want something else?
not that.
Are you doing it?
You do it.
Yeah, go for it. You can.
I don't even know what there is out there.
Oh,
You can start wrapping up the show while we're doing it, though.
Well, for what?
you can't.
No, were you not doing
Let's
that?
close,
I-
and then I'll
I thought-
find the audio, and then I'll drop,
Well,
and then we'll drop it in.
I was going to pull it
I
up,
like it.
and if it happens to fit in, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I'm waiting for this damn ad to finish up.
I
So
know, fucking YouTube ads all the time.
There we go.
Candygram.
Okay, this is from back at me. This is the kid.
This is the
going down
wheelchair
the hill.
scene. There he goes
I
down the
forgot
hill.
about it.
He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
God.
And the wheelchairs, the brake breaks
This is the clip he shows all the time,
every
isn't it?
single time.
Yeah, Paul Rudd always shows this clip.
Wait, that's Paul Rudd?
No.
No, that should
All
be
right,
though.
and it's over now. That clip is over.
No, Paul Rudd plays
Rudd
it
in a
as a
wheelchair?
joke. Like he'll come into Conan and then go, "Here you go. Here's a scene from my latest movie."
Oh,
Yeah, here-
I
here's
got
It's
it
the
now.
same thing every
time.
time.
Here's,
And it's
yeah, we'll go
the
ahead and do
disaster of
that.
Mac and Me.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe that you got Darren Rhodes for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
He's hard to get. He's very hard to get, that guy.
God, what year is this? He looks like a baby.
This is back in like NBC days, so
God, he
it
looks like
must
a
have been
baby. What was this last year?
Yeah,
because he doesn't age.
He doesn't age.
How are you? You look good.
This is a whole thing, isn't it? Maybe.
Is this Clueless? Like he looks so young.
I'm trying to actually work in rad.
Huge television event. Was it an incredible
DH? I felt like there was more to.
All right, Paul.
We're speeding up for anybody listening.
You could show it.
Well, I'm just going to show it. Why not? We might get in some trouble here, but as long as it doesn't give anything away,
I think there's a lot of interest.
Let's show this clip from the final episode of Friends.
Oh. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wait, you're gonna miss back.
This pops up right at the end.
Okay, there was a child.
That was the first time that he ever showed that. Ever showed that clip.
But I didn't see that coming. I have to say, I didn't see it going that way.
There's a lot of surprises in the last episode.
The kid is in a wheelchair. His handbrake breaks. He's flying over a cliff, and they show this dummy in a wheelchair, and obviously it's not the kid, falling into, I don't know, a gravel pit, water. Pond or something.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then all of a sudden, this weird Mac shows up.
All right, so I got another one for you here.
Scariest alien creature.
Hold up.
Wait. Sorry, go.
Okay. So
I wanted to leave him midair.
So many things.
So this is when Paul Rudd was on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. This was about 4 months ago.
I love that. I like to work. I like to do things. I've been working on this thing that has been really fun, actually, really kind of exciting.
Keep in mind, it's a podcast.
It's my own thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Which has been kind of great.
Why elaborate on that?
Well, I wrote. I wrote with a friend of mine named Dan Etheridge. He and I have been working on this, like a series of.
That sounds so much better than our podcast.
Shut up.
I think we need to we need to hire those people.
You need to get more compression.
Let's just play his podcast on our podcast.
I think it's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, Pirate Conan O'Brien.
Work on my own things like that. I'm usually
great.
And Ken Marino, who I think
we're going to fast forward a little bit.
He is so goddamn funny.
Oh, isn't he? He's being kind of a publicist.
Hey, we don't swear on our podcast.
Conan.
He stumbles into this craft
years and years ago.
And
we're still.
And I actually brought.
Okay, here we go.
We've recorded it. If you want to play a little bit of it,
sure.
And it's with Celia Weston, who's playing. We did a play years ago called Last Night at Ballyhoo, and I think, and this is where she is playing Gladys, who's the woman that's working in this store. I'm playing Ken. Even though it's not Ken Marino who is in the show, he plays Carl, but this is between Ken Croft and Gladys, and this is from our podcast, or our Audible podcast.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Turnabout is fair play.
Why? Why? There he goes.
There he goes.
You can't do that on a podcast. I didn't see it coming.
Right. Well,
you can't do that on a podcast.
Yeah,
it's a visual joke.
But you can.
How can I?
And we did, and Conan did.
And we do it all the time.
We do it all the time.
Audio medium.
I know. Would it work that way?
Yes, it does.
He's been doing it for I don't even know how many fucking years.
All of them.
But all of them. Every time he brings something, it's that same clip.
This now needs to be a soundboard clip.
Oh, yes.
This kid doing this.
Woo.
All right. I think that was good to wrap it up. Hey, we're at an hour. Thanks for sticking around. And if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, hey, just tell somebody else how you felt about it and,
Workshop it. That's how we feel.
For Dilo, for Sarah, for the internet, my name is Tony, and don't you forget.
Why are you doing it for us?
Because I just wanted to make it go faster.
And why aren't you doing it to us?
Can I do it around you?
You can do it in us. You can do it in us.
He's hand farting.
You can do it
by us.
You can do it on Twitter. How do you do it on Twitter?
You do it on Twitter by going to There Is a Better and the number 1.
And what if you want to do it on Instagram?
There's a better podcast.
And what if you want to just do it by email?
There is a better podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. Like us, love us, hate us. Hey, there is proof. We are the proof. We here are proving to you every single day that
there is a better podcast.
We'll see you next time.